What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. I first want to say right at the top, you guys, a couple of announcements before we get into this juicy episode. Two things. First, I was too fat lazy to set up the studio, so we're going raw tonight again. Forgive me. Second thing I want to say is once again I'm having troubles signing into my Jedi Revolution channel. It's fully operational. There's no strikes, there's no suspensions, there's nothing on it, no problems. But suddenly I can't sign into it yet again. Now you remember after the move, actually even before I moved, I had this issue. I contacted the devils at YouTube. They did some kind of hocus pocus and it was operational, and that's when I was able to do my, remember I came back and I said the Jedi is back, and I did those videos and letting everybody know I'm back. But I also told you guys at that time, make sure you subscribe to both channels. Both channels. Both. You see what I'm saying? So everybody that's on this channel now, y'all are in the good. Everybody that didn't heed that, they ass out. Because I can't release this to that channel because I can't get into my video manager. I can't answer comments over there in the video manager. I can't upload videos. I can't do anything. So I've sent them another correspondence. They're supposed to be working on it. I've been dealing with this for like the last 2 or 3 days. It is what it is, you know. So make sure you subscribe to both channels, but also know this. Once that channel is back, I'm just going to start systematically transferring the videos that I think I need. Won't be everything. The ones that I think I need, I'll transfer those, and I'm just going to be over that channel. Over it. You see? So that's the deal. So if you're seeing me now, you're on my channel called The Jedi. And it is the newest channel that I set up, I don't know, a few months ago. And, you know, it is what it is. Alright? Now, let us go into review mode. Now, that's all out of the way. Now, tonight's episode was called The Lion. It really wasn't a long episode. It was actually kind of short. And while there was a medium amount of dialogue, a lot of it wasn't needed, and so therefore we're not going to get into that. We're just going to get with what we need. Alright? Now, they began where they ended last week, everybody. By the way, this is episode 4 of the 6th season. Remember last week, Candice had this dude coming up to her room, this John, that was coming up to her room to smash her out for a price. The runaway slave was there with Benny, and at the last minute she's trying to get the slave is trying to get the John to leave. Candice is like, nah, you and Benny need to leave. And she's like, nah, you would want to get him to leave. And then finally the slave goes, he's your father. I'm over it. This was a failed attempt by Tyler to do the whole, remember, the Empire Strikes Back? Luke, I am your father. This was a failed attempt at something like that, everybody. It fell flat and it failed. We'll get into critiquing Tyler's inferior work in a little while, but let us move on. So, alas, it was a red herring. It wasn't real, you know. So that's where they began tonight. They're standing there, and the dude is like, I think I need to leave. Like, y'all need to handle this. And Candice like, no, you don't need to leave. He goes, no, you know, I'll get with you later or something. Like, I'm out. He bounces out. So Benny is saying, so what? Out of just random like that, this dude just happened to walk in, and then that's her dad? I thought you said you know who her dad was, you know? And then Candice goes, yeah. How do you know that's my father? How do you know? She goes, do you know? Any of these men could be your father. You don't know. When you lay down with them and give up your body and blah, 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 I'm adding some words. You don't know if they could be your father or not. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with every single dialogue that she did, everybody, because I don't need it in order to tell you what she was doing and what I felt about it. This is a review, after all. First of all, wait, let me at least refer to my notes. Oh, so she's going back and forth with her about being a hooker and this, that, and the third, and I'm over it. Then she goes into this sob story. When she was young, and I was out there being fly and doing my thing and carrying on, and I was on my way home one night, and somebody hollered at me and said, "Hey, little lady," which that's not what they said, everybody. I actually had some archivists to go in and check her story. Turns out it was slave catchers. It was slave catchers saying, "Bring your ass back here, bitch. Bring your slave ass back here, bitch." That's what we found in the archives, everybody. Listen, I do my work. You guys know the Jedi does his work. All right, that's what we found. That's what we found. That's what we found. But according to her, somebody was hollering at her saying, "Hey, little lady," this and the third, and followed her home. And next thing I know, oh my God, I'm being raped. Now, I'm making light of this. You'll see why in a minute. So she goes on to tell this story, and then it went on, and then she was so ashamed, and she felt this and the third about men, and she was trying to come up with an excuse as her belly got bigger, and this and the third, and oh my God, she couldn't come up with nothing, and oh my God, suddenly Candice is born, and you were a beautiful bundle of joy, even though your eyes and your nose reminded me of the ugliness in him. I saw nothing but beauty in you, and I loved you, and I loved you, and I loved you. All right, y'all know how I get. Y'all know how I get. I'm fine. Anyways, and I'm over it. So she tells this whole sob story. And then she says to Candice, "I never wanted you." Candice might meanwhile stand there in full tears, like full tears. And y'all know it goes through me when Candice cries, because we can count the times we've seen her cry, and every time it's appropriate and it's deep and it's powerful. And she did not disappoint once again tonight. And I told my crew, I'm going to say it. All right. And I know. All right. I'm trying to be nice to my crew, you guys. Listen, when you hire people, you hire them for a reason. So I have a script supervisor. I have my agent is on set, my manager, my technical team and stuff like that. Of course, wardrobe, hair, and all that stuff, they're on set. And so a lot of times you guys see me just override them, you know. And so I'm trying to do better. I'm going to try, when they tell me something, I'm trying to listen to it, because that's what I hire them to do. All right. All right. So I know. I'm just going to say this part. All right. So, Candice, I told my team, I says, listen, go ahead, because you guys know I'm six-time Golden Globe now. But I told one of my team, I said, go ahead and send Candice out the Golden Globe. And then last minute I said, no, send her one of my Oscars. Go ahead and do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. So they FedExed that out immediately. So that's what I can do. Just doing my part is what I try to do. But what I thought, two things about this. A, I was glad that she finally told her daughter she loved her. But it's a little bit too late. Slave ass. Second of all, just like Benny, or no, like Candice, because later Benny tells her, you know, I believed your story, mama, you know, because Benny is a wet noodle, and it's okay to be a mama's boy, ain't nothing wrong with that. I was under my grandmama's skirt till the day she died, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you still got to be a man, you understand? And Benny is being used as the slave's henchman, you see, out of his loyalty and respect for his mother and his naivete, you know what I'm saying? But I told Tyler, I said, either Benny gets a set, either he grows a pair, or I walk. Mid-season, I walk. I walk. We're at the 4th episode. I won't stick around, you guys. I have other shows that I'm doing and other studios that want me and everything like that, and I just don't have time for this. I can't be a part of something this inferior. I just can't do it. Anyways, but Candice goes, very nice. And she was wiping her tears. She goes, that was really a good story. And I actually believe some of it. But you can leave now. You can get out. I loved it. That's what listen, you got to be strong. I'm telling you, sometimes your enemy will try and use crocodile tears on you to soften you up. You see what I'm saying? For the next blow. No, stand your ground. And that's what I was hoping Candice would do. And that's exactly what she did. She held her ground. Like, that's all fine and soppy, slave ass. But take your shit. Take your shit. You see what I'm saying? No, because it's too little, too late. She could have said this way back when she was, every time Candice come over there, she would, where's my grandbaby? What about my grandbaby? But she could have told her all this stuff then. She didn't. So we don't believe her now. And then the bringing the note over there for my widow Quitties was just a ploy to find out where she is and get in. I still maintain there's some jealousy there. And now that we know that she still don't know who Candice's father is, then my theory of Quita ending up being her daughter is still valid. Because Quita looks like the runaway slave, y'all. Come on now. I've been saying this since we ever first saw Quita. I was like, we're going to find out that's the slave's illegitimate daughter. We're going to find that out. I understand that. And so I'm maintaining that. But I don't believe her. It's too little, too late. I think she harbors jealousy for Candice. I think that she, and maybe she still doesn't even resent her. Yeah, you were the rape baby, but you're still taller and more beautiful than me, and I was raped, and then this beautiful thing, and that don't want to have nothing to do with me because of my own actions. She's a complex ball of bullshit, everybody. We don't need to have any sympathy for Hannah at all. Nothing. Nothing. You don't need to feel nothing for her ass. She's fake as hell. Oh my God, I can't with her. And then at one point, when Candice told her, you can leave now, she goes, yeah, I guess I can. And then she goes and sits down on the arm of the chair and takes her shoes off. And Candice like, what is this, like some voodoo shit? Like, what are you doing, miss? She takes off her shoes and starts rubbing the bottom of them together like this. And then she goes, what's that? She goes, that's Matthew 10:14. I can't. I can't. Do you understand? Oh my God! Listen, there's no need for her to be in the story anymore. Little Quincy's is gone. If they just want to write her as Benny's mother, fine. We don't need no more interaction with her and Candice. Candice don't want to have nothing to do with her. We don't want to have shit to do with her. So we don't need her in this damn show. Fake. I'm not done ranting about her. We're gonna move on. I'm sure I'm coming back to her. Oh my God, I can't with this female. And I could see it if Candice was like a little teenager or something. Candice is a grown-ass woman. I've said this before in previous work. She's a grown-ass woman now. She don't need you to tell her nothing. If you want to pray for her from a distance, that's fine. She's not under your roof. She's not depending on you for a hot meal or a place to sleep. She grown. Sat your ass down. Oh my God, I'm so worked up over her. Oh my God. Anyways, she mentioned that the dude that raped her had a lion tattoo. So that's why the episode was called The Lion. I'm over it. So I foresee an episode with somebody. Could be Derek. How about that, huh? Because she turned Derek's ass down tonight. I'm just going to deal with that because it's a short scene. It's out of order, but whatever. Remember, last week, Catherine was trying to set Derek up with her. Like, she rigged the pipes so he would be, So you have to go over there and fix it. Anyways, so tonight, when they get in from seeing Candice, there's a note on the counter, at the runaway slave's place that it's Catherine's place, but the slave is staying there. And there's a note from Derek. Benny finds it. He's like, "Who's this? Who's Derek? Hope your day gets better. Who's that, mama? Now shut your ass up, Benny. First of all, when did you cock blocking on her having no dude? Because if she can get herself tied up with some dude, maybe she will stay the fuck out of Candice's business and get her own. And you can get about your own damn life, Benny. We're done with the shot calling." And at one point, Benny was going to try and force Candice to leave there when they left. He was like, "You coming with us too?" And he grabbed her. All right? But they let that go because Candice ain't going nowhere with their ass. But anyway, so he finds this note at the slave's place. And she's like, "Oh, that's the plumber that Master sent over here." So Benny tells her, they have like this little tender moment. "Mama, I still believe you. I'm over it. I'm over and over." And he's kissing up. "Shut up, Benny." So he goes, he says, ask her about seeing a therapist for all of this. She's like, "No, I never seen no therapist." He's like, "What if I got you a therapist?" She's like, "And how you gonna do that?" He said, "I'm going back to work with Mitch. We'll get our business back going, And she's like, "How you gonna get the money for that?" He said, "I'm gonna get the money from one of Mitch's friends, If I get it, then would you go to therapy?" So the fake bitch agrees. You see what I'm saying? But what's gonna happen is they're gonna put her under, and the therapist is gonna be questionizing her, and they're gonna find out she is the omen. Everybody, that's gonna be found out. I'd hate to bring you that this is what's gonna happen. It's what's gonna happen. I already know. I've already seen the script. I know what's gonna happen. Anyways, so she calls up Derek, supposedly to thank him. She's a game player, dude. I can't, dude. I don't know if I can even. Oh my god. Anyways, she's a game player. She calls up Derek to thank him, and he's like, "How much do I owe you?" Which I could have sworn he had already told the bitch it was under warranty, but we're gonna allow this. He was like, "I already told you don't owe me anything, like it's under warranty. But what you can do is go for coffee with me." Are you asking me out on a date? I wish Derek had said, which is what I wrote. I wish Derek had said, "I'm glad you're flattered, slave ass bitch, but I don't ask out dowdy ass bitches like you. I was just asking if you wanted to have coffee." That's it. That was it. Dude, that's what I wrote. See what I'm saying? But you're dealing with Tyler. So this is what you get. This inferior writing and. Anyways. So she's turning him down. "But I hope you have a good night and this, that." I can't, dude. I can't stand her so bad. I fucking hate Hannah. Oh my god. So we don't know it, at least I didn't, but he's on the phone. When he's on the phone with her, he's actually at Catherine's house. So he gets off the phone, and Catherine goes, "What did she say?" And he goes, so she had been around the corner listening. He goes, "Don't tell me you've been eavesdropping in on my conversation." She goes, "Well, what did she say?" He goes, "Well, she turned me down, And then she's like, "Well, should I call her?" He's like, "No, don't call her, because then she'll know that you know what I just said to her," or something like that. And so Catherine is disappointed, that it wasn't a connection and whatever. But all she got to do is go there and say, "Hannah, I want you to go out with Derek for me." "Okay, massa, I'll go out with him." See, the only thing she responds to is the slave master. That's it. Everybody else she hates. Everybody else she's trying to be in their business. Everybody else she's trying to sabotage. Everybody else I can't with her, dude. I can't with fucking Hannah. I can't. Anyways, we're probably going to be a little out of order. But then at some point now, Benny goes outside to call Mitch. And Mitch is like, you still want to do this? He's like, yeah. He's like, all right, I'll be over to scoop you up in a minute. Then, but he gets a call on the other line. Who is it? Stormcloud bitch from hell, y'all. And what killed me about this... what killed me about this was... Benny? Who's this? It's Veronica. Oh, hi, Miss Harrington. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank me for what? For all your help. Because the little girl that I was with, she didn't do anything to help me. But you helped me. And this is the part that got me out. She goes, I'm indebted to you. It was kind of like, the way she said it was like as if they were old friends. I'm indebted to you. Like, I don't know if y'all got it, but it just hurt. It was so hideous. And Benny was like, no, you don't owe me. She was like, yeah, you know, I do. You know, I'm indebted to you. I'm indebted to you. God damn it, Stormcloud. She goes, I would love for you to come see me. He goes, well, you know, I got shit I got to do. She was like, but you know, I really would like for you to come see me, you know, in person. I'd like to thank you in person because I'm so indebted to you. He's like, well, I have to get away over there. Fake ass, wimp ass, non-sack having ass Benny. But I kind of like it because this will piss Hannah off. And I'm cool with that. Yeah. Matter of fact, I want Benny to smash out Stormcloud again. I'm calling Tyler. Get me Tyler. Get me Tyler. So Benny says he'll go see her. I'm over it. Then we see Candice in her room. Remember last week, y'all, when she was at the bar and the dude, Rocky, I think his name, the bartender dude, when they was looking over at the chick and they sent the undercover vice over there to her, or he went over there to her, and Candice was like, who's that girl? So they don't explain how this girl ends up coming to Candice's room. But she did. Her name was Gina. And Candice, I want to say assumes she's a prostitute, but she's right, but she gets it out of her. Because the whole time the girl's denying it. She was like, you know, you're going to work for me now, and you're going to make $10,000 a week. You know, and she's like, I'm not a prostitute. She goes, give me your purse. And she snatches her purse. And she goes, and the girl's like, can you give me my stuff back? This and the third. She was like, but I'm not a prostitute. She goes, huh. So Candice going through her stuff. Then finally she gets her phone. She's like, unlock your phone. She goes, I'm not unlocking my phone. Candice goes, smack. You know how Candice does that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That little Candice thing that she does. Okay. Smacked the piss out of her. Bitch went down. She's like, don't make me have to ask you anything twice ever again. Oh my God, she put it through the ringer. And then finally the girl's like, well, I've only done this once before. She was like, so Candice started laying down the law. You're going to work on Wednesdays and Thursdays or something, and you're going to be here at this day and this and the third. And she's laying down all the ground rules for her. Like, yeah, bitch, I'm your pimp. You work for me now. Understand this. So Candice is setting herself up to be a pimp. But she tells her, I'm giving you this number. I want you to contact this girl, Erica. This is going to get juicy, y'all, because we know she's already suspect of Erica. Is she trying to set up this girl and Erica? But why would she Or is she just going to use this girl to set Erica up? Because she said something tonight to the girl that kind of stuck out. She goes, rule number 1, desperation equals arrest. And we know how she feels about Erica, so why would she send this girl to Erica? I don't know. And she tore the girl's dress and everything. She was like, you tore my... She goes, I can't believe you ruined my dress. She goes, you ruined it when you bought it from the dollar store, bitch. Oh, yeah. And she named her Bottom Bitch. She goes, Bottom Bitch, I just named you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, is this to segue us into Candice, the sort of madam, if you will, that'll be in the big palatial home, and she has bitches just working for her everywhere, and she's getting out of stretch limousines and private helicopters and things? There's a lot you could do with this. Or is it just going to be a moment? You never know with Tyler. You just never know. Anyway, now remember last week Justin had gone there and told David that Jeffrey was in county jail. So now David shows up at the county jail. And he's like, yeah, I'm here to see Jeffrey Harrington. He goes, it doesn't work that way. You can't just go back there. You can't just see him. He goes, I'm his attorney. So then the dude paused. He was like, okay, well, I have to call the DA. He goes, the DA? He goes, yeah, the DA wants to know about any visitors. So he's calling the DA, can't get him. There's no answer. David is suspect, because remember, David is a federal judge. He knows how shit works, and he knows the DA is available, but just playing games. So I'm going to finish with him. He calls Jim. He's like, yeah, do you know anybody in the DA's office? You know? He goes, for what? He goes, Jeffrey's been arrested. He goes, for what? He goes, Veronica had him arrested for the murder of Quincy Maxwell. He goes, are you serious? When is she going to accept that your son is gay? He goes, she's never going to accept it, but she's had him locked up. You know how she is. Do you know anybody in the DA? So Jim goes, I don't, but I know somebody who does. Catherine's father's name still holds a lot of weight in this town, unfortunately. So you got to call her. Can you call her for me? Nah. He's like, the only thing that'll piss her off is if she knows that you called me before you called her. So you need to call her. So David calls Catherine. Catherine. David, hi. Listen, I need a favor. I'm not doing a damn thing for Jim. It's not for Jim, it's for me. Veronica's had Jeffrey arrested for the murder of Quincy Maxwell. What? She goes, it would have gone a lot easier on us all if that bitch had been killed in that accident. If that accident had gone a little differently, something like that. He goes, what accident? So David is finding out for the first time that the bitch from hell has been in a car accident. I'm losing my voice, y'all. So he finds out that Stormcloud's been in an accident. So he goes, do you know anybody in the DA's office? She goes, of course I do. Because remember, that's Catherine, goddammit, Cryer. As a matter of fact, anytime you type anything about her in the comments, y'all, you have to say Catherine, goddammit, Cryer. Just you have to do that. It's a rule. That's the law. But anyway, so anyway, she goes, okay, you know, and she'll get back with him, whatever, and they get off the phone. Now then, the thirstiest fucking dude ever recorded in humanity, in fiction or reality, y'all, this damn Justin. The thirstiest dude ever. There he is. He goes back there to get Jeffrey out of his cell. You out now. Jeffrey comes out. He takes him into that fucking holding room. Once again. And he's at, who's this? He's asking about Wyatt. What about all these emails? What about all these calls? Who calls 7 times? What about all these calls? Jeffrey's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And like, those emails are to myself, like I journal to myself or something, right? He goes, do you know everything that I've been... Do you know everything I've been through with us? Or for us? I even went and got us an apartment. Jeffrey was like, apartment? What? Like, the fuck? Nah, bro. So, I hollered when he said that, y'all. I hollered, you don't understand? I'm like, apartment! I dived, you do not understand. When he said that, I'm like, are you serious? Fucking an apartment. What was his words? I mean, I'm looking for an apartment for us. Wow. Wow. My game is tight. You guys, any females have been with me. I don't know if it's that tight. Damn. Woo. Wow. This is the thirstiest dude ever, like. And then Wyatt calls in the middle of it all. And he goes, that's him calling now. And I think Jeffrey answers the phone. He's like, is that crazy dude there with you? He goes, oh, so I'm the crazy one? Justin gets on the phone, so I'm the crazy one. And it starts going off. And then Wyatt goes, he goes, just tell him, Jeffrey, just tell him. You should just tell him the truth, just tell him. And Jeffrey's like, Wyatt, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. He goes, yeah. He goes, what is it? What is it? He goes, Jeffrey's my lover. Yes, Wyatt. Yes. He goes, yeah, Jeff is my lover. I knew it. I knew you two were seeing each other. I knew you two were seeing each other. But you know what kills me? Because just like there's stuff that Hannah could be saying, and stuff being, Jeffrey is also leaving shit out, because every time this is brought up, he never says, our families know each other. We've known each other since we were children. Back up. No, Justin, no. Come on, stop. No, he's just a friend. He's a friend. I just love him as a friend. He's a friend. I love him as a friend. Stop the camera. I need something to drink. I can't. You didn't give my pen back. I'm not gonna fire anybody. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I just was mentioning that I didn't have my pen, but before the break I had it. So, and I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. Anyways, so that's all he would have to say. Look, me and Wyatt are like brothers. Literally, we've known each other since we were kids. Our families are like this. Back up. But Jeffrey is so bullshit. Like, I can't. I'm writing the scene. Turns out Oscar comes up with, go with me on this, Oscar comes up with some, because remember, Wyatt's money is offshore. So Oscar hires a tanker barge. And oh my God, we put the slave and Jeffrey on that, and they're sailed off into the yonder, never to be seen again. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think I could get that through censors and Oprah. Anyways. So then Jeffrey's like, you know, you let me out of here or I'm going to start screaming bloody murder. And Justin's all, don't give me a reason to send you back there bloody. Jeffrey goes, just try it. As if, Jeffrey, and you're standing there handcuffed. I can't even say appreciate your gangster on that. Like, just, it was bullshit. You're not gonna do shit. You can't do shit. You won't do shit. Anyway, so Jeffrey goes for the door. Thirsty grabs him and is choking him. And we see Jeffrey go limp. So I guess he choked him out. End of scene. End of episode. So like I said, it was quick. It was quick. But it had its two juiciest moments, and that was this ending scene with Thirsty and Jeffrey, and the thing with fake ass, runaway slave ass, cotton picking, tobacco harvesting, watermelon slicing ass, fake ass Jerry curl wearing from the 1990s ass fucking slave ass Hannah. I'm over it. I can't with these people. I can't. I can't. My first line was, he is not, capital letters, underscore, Candice's father. She's a liar, dude. We can't believe anything that she says. So Candice is absolutely justified when she got to the end of her tirade and goes, haha, that was a nice story, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. She should have had Judge Judy there. Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't believe you. I love how she stops everything just to say one thing. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't believe you. Anyway, I'm over it. Hannah needs to die. Jeffrey needs to fucking get a backbone. I don't know how they're gonna play that out, because I just don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. And Thirsty is a piece of work. My God. I can't with this dude. He's serious about his Jeffrey. Well, Jeffrey, you do like white boys. Show hate it. Should've got with Landon when you had the chance. I'm over it. Anyways. Yeah. So, again, like I said, you guys, about the whole channel bullshit, I don't know what's going on. One thing I know is that YouTube like you to try and grovel. They want you to grovel and kiss their ass. I don't grovel for nobody, certainly not no white devil, and I don't kiss ass. I don't. Wild horses run unbridled or their spirit dies, and I am a steed galloping on the plain. To my baby sister, Jada Frazier, I'm so glad to see that you got your phone now. Good work, my sister. Now, turn that baby horizontal, and you'll be in action. But yeah, and you was a lot more comfortable too. You know what I'm saying? You was able to just chill. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure when you was doing it the other way, it was comfortable sitting at your table. But this, you look more relaxed than everything. You know what I'm saying? And that will also affect how your delivery and how you communicate and all that stuff. So I'm really happy for you, girl. I'm happy for you. Glad I could help. I wanted to have my shout outs in order tonight, you guys, but alas, yet again, I don't. So I think we'll try to do that next week. We're only 4 episodes in. And yeah, so I'll try and get that done next week. I'm also going to try and give you an If Loving You Is Wrong tomorrow. I do have the opener ready now, but will I do it? I don't know. And if so, will I have the multimedia running and all that stuff? I don't know, you guys. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I'd rather just give you this than give you nothing at all. You feel me? So just don't hold it against me. Yeah. So, all right. I sure there's something else I needed to communicate to you that I'm not remembering right now, you guys. It's with the universe. I love you guys all for listening and watching. I'll see you back here next week on this same channel for the haves and have-nots, and I'll see you tomorrow for a review of If Loving You Is Wrong. I'll see you soon. This is the Jedi.